Let's take a look. Here we go. Okay, all right. Look, check this out, you guys. Let's see. Bam. Boom. Are you kidding me? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC. Today I got another unboxing video for you. That's right, we're going to be checking out the knife inside of this box here. I got this package from Raymond Sarian, I believe that is how it's pronounced. That is your boy over there at Everyday City Carry channel on YouTube and everywhere else in social media, of course. So make sure to check him out. He has awesome content going on. So if you haven't already discovered his channel by this point and somehow discover mine, which is a smaller channel, then definitely make sure to check him out. But I got this knife as part of Lefty EDC's knife pass around, so check out Lefty's channel as well, Kevin Johnson, of course, if you haven't already. But let's see what's in this box. I'll go ahead and link in the description any links down there to the knife in here. I'm actually I'm wondering what kind of knife this is. Let me see. It should be, ooh, this should be interesting. I believe we have the, well, you already know by the title and thumbnail. How about that? So let's just go ahead, and I don't know as if I'm opening the blade here, but you know as of the title and thumbnail. So doing the honors today is this guy right here, the Demco 80-20.5 Shark Cub. I'm not sure if it's the 20.5 Shark Cub or just the Demco Shark Cub. Either way, I just unboxed this guy literally a second before doing this other video here, and I'm recording some videos back to back so I can edit them in bulk. But yeah, check this thing out. It is a smaller knife compared to the regular 80-20.5. So if you want to see more about this knife, check out the unboxing. I'm currently EDCing it for a review here coming soon. Without further ado, guys, let's just get into it. I mean, slice right here, slice right over here. All right, you shouldn't cut towards yourself. Somebody's gonna put that in the comments, but it's all good because, you know, we're all knife professionals on YouTube, right? Here we go. Let's see what we have inside then. Let's see. Got a bunch of bubble wrap. Okay, that's one way to make sure the package gets here safe. And that's it in the box. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way there. Get this, I'm gonna save this bubble wrap for anything I need to send out. Clean up the desk here a little bit, right? Keep a clean desk policy. And here we are, the Divo Knives. This is now the second Divo knife in the channel. If you haven't checked out the Divo and Urban EDC Barley, that's another Divo knife that we have checked out. Now this one here is the Nip. It is a stonewashed titanium and S90V steel. Okay, so this is gonna be a small little guy based on what I've seen. So let's take a look. Here we go. Right out of the box. Man, check this thing out. It is a definitely little boy right here. A little form factor EDC indeed. Let's take him out of the box. Bam, here we go. Okay, all right. Look, check this out, you guys. Check that out. All right, all right. First impressions, I gotta tell you, definitely the size. It is a smaller knife. That was not a secret, but I gotta tell you, the fit and finish so far, it gives me sort of EMP, EDC, Nimble X V2 that I just checked out in the channel not that long ago. Check out that video if you haven't already. But this stonewashed titanium with the blue purplish accents, just like the Nimble X V2 I checked out. But check this thing out. So if you don't know, Divo Knives is a collaboration between Kevin Johnson and Colin Mason Pierre. He goes by CM Knife Designs on Instagram. Make sure to check them out. And also, again, shout out to Lefty because this is part of his knife pass around. And this one comes as far as different drops that take place on the Divo Knives website. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing flipped open. You got a flipper going on in the back, so I'm gonna start with that. Got a blade opening here for reverse and thumb deployment. So boom. Right off the bat, check this thing out. Okay, I know, and if you guys know anything about me, you know I am a sucker for Wharncliffe blades. Wharncliffe. Some days I can some days I can speak, some other days I can't. Wharncliffe blade going on this guy right here. Sheepsfoot, Wharncliffe. I think it's more Wharncliffe because of the straight, almost straight edge going on here on this guy. Definitely very small. I like the fact, okay, you have a very good finger choil right here. So that might be the game changer. Bam, look at that. For as small of a knife as this is, when you forward choke on it, again, I have medium hands, they're not the biggest, not the smallest, but check this out. I'm able to basically grip the entire handle, and I'm right there up on the edge, but very safely, and I can rest my thumb up here. Got some good jimping there. If anything, a little nitpick, it would be nice if there was jimping going on all the way through. I'm sort of I guess spoiled now that I've EDC'd some EMP EDC knives, and they have the jimping going through for a very good portion of the blade. That might be something, but man, like, check this out. Ergonomically speaking, for a small knife, typically most small knives don't give you the forward choke option. If that was the case, if I try to choke here, I mean, if I try to bear down right here, actually, see, my pinky has nowhere to go. This might be a scenario where you want a lanyard going on so you could get some additional grip with your pinky on that lanyard, but it wasn't intended that way, right? It was intended for you to forward choke on this thing every time, and you're gonna want to do that because that's gonna give you a lot more control of the blade. You got a nice little tip right here for those utility cuts. Boom, I can see this thing putting in work, and do a little pinch grip right here and just get some cuts like that. That is going to, right, that is going to get some work done indeed. So this one is a liner lock, not a frame lock, but a liner lock. So that's interesting right there, and it kind of keeps the design very clean on the clip side of the knife. Reverse flick going on there. That flips really good. Boom. And can I thumb deploy it? Let's see. Oh, I sure can. I sure can thumb deploy this guy. Boom. What's the drop action like? So it's not drop shutty, but you know, it gets there, I believe. We have what, washers going on here? No, we got ball bearings actually, so it might not be as broken in. Maybe a little bit of, you know, KPL might do the trick here, but yeah, it is a little bit of drop shut if you do that. So if you do this, it definitely closes on one, you know, swing of the wrist right there. But yeah, okay guys, I'm trying to focus on the fact that I'm trying to do an unboxing here, and I just can't stop playing with it right now. So that might be a good thing. I mean, if that's a sign of how fidgety this guy is already, I don't know what to tell you, but first impressions, I mean, for the 3 deployment options you got, the flipper, the thumb deployment, and the reverse flick, which is my favorite probably. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be my favorite right there, is that reverse flick. That definitely is packing a punch. For sure. So again, the titanium scales here have very good milling going on. I like that design. Got some lines going on here, some lines going on there. That's pretty sweet. It looks like big hardware all around this guy, so no T6 nonsense, all TA going on, which is awesome. I like the blue accents right here, pivot colors going on, colors on both sides, and I like the situation right here for the lanyard hole people, right? It doesn't affect the show side of the knife, and you still got a lanyard solution there if you're into that. Nice blue matching back spacer. It matches the pocket clip, matches the pivot color, and you know, that's pretty neat. The pocket clip is reversible. Check that out. So you could mount it on this side. That's pretty neat right there. I mean, that's got a lot going on. Oh, check out that deployment option. You want to count that as a deployment option? I don't know. I would. What about this? You want to count that as a deployment option? I don't know. Maybe you do. But man, this thing is also very lightweight. I'll tell you that. That's lightweight titanium, and it's a smaller knife, but is it lighter than the Cub? Let's just unbox. I don't know. Let's get the scale out here really quick and do a quick weight on this bad boy. Oh, we have 2.8 ounces. Okay, titanium. Okay, and this guy was 2.7. Okay, they're literally 0.1 ounces from each other, and this one is a much smaller knife. So the titanium obviously is gonna weigh a little bit more than aluminum. That is no secret or anything. But for a small knife, you know, it's definitely a little bit thick as well, which helps. Being a smaller knife, it definitely, you know, gives you more to grip on the hand. Again, S90V steel going on here, so that is the business. Right, high-end steel. This thing has a mad hollow grind going on, and let me give it a nice little wiperoo going on here. A little wipe, yeah, wipe that thing clean. And yes, that hollow grind is the business. Pretty nice. So hollow grind up until right here. And you have a very good sharpening choil here because the plunge grind isn't until about back here. So you can sharpen this thing plenty of times before you run out of material there to sharpen. So yeah, I mean, I gotta tell you again, I'm not trying to do a full review out of the box. Of course, I'm just sharing my first impressions. Ooh, did I mention this? Good access to the lock bar right there, or you know, the liner. Good access to the liner right there. Boom. Check that out. So yes, I'm trying to share my first impressions with this knife. But man, oh man, lately I am so into titanium handles and any type of color accents, like the blue accents here, just do it for me. Man, oh man, I can see this tiny little blade right here, small but mighty, putting in some serious work, I tell you that. And I feel like this could even fit on your fifth pocket in your jeans. I see that being a perfect fit for your fifth pocket right there. So yeah, let's get some paper cuts and cardboard cuts test going on here, and we're about to wrap it up. All right, let's get a feel for the edge right there. Oh, that edge is nice and perfect. No dings, no nothing getting in the way. So I'm gonna do the forward choke on this bad boy right there, and let's see. First, do a couple of cuts. Oh yeah, that edge bites. It bites for sure. So let's see. Bam. Boom. Go ahead and rate it in the comments, guys, from 1 through 10. How sharp is this guy? Now keep in mind too, this is not brand new out of the box. So it definitely has been doing some rounds with all of the different YouTubers that have been checking out this knife so far. So it caught there a little bit. Something to keep in mind too, you're dealing with a very small cutting edge. What is this? Probably like an inch and a half, 2 inches perhaps. If I can find my tape measure. Here we go. 2 inches cutting edge. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a smaller cutting edge. So you wanna make sure you kind of run it close so you don't run out of cutting edge right there as you're slicing. But yes, it definitely will cut paper without a doubt. What about cardboard? So when cutting cardboard, remember not to cut perpendicular like this, but rather at an angle like that. So let's see. Are you kidding me? Yes. Cardboard, are you serious? Yeah, there's no cardboard standing in the way here with this knife. This thing works very close to like a utility blade. If you have a utility knife at home and you get this thing on this grip right here, boom, that is a utility knife right there. And you even have a longer blade and more control of it right here. I mean, this that thing shoot through the cardboard like it was nothing, at all. So still holding a very sharp edge without a doubt, as you could clearly see by the damage done. All right, some closing thoughts again, unboxing and first impressions. I'm typically not so much a small EDC knife type of person, but I do have a soft spot for smaller knives as secondary, especially if they can fit in my fifth pocket in my jeans. So this thing, I feel like it's gonna be a perfect contender for that. But honestly, now that I have it in person in front of me and I've checked out, you know, how capable it is, honestly, this is perfect. Like if you're ever in a situation where you're trying to keep it lightweight, maybe office environment, you want to keep it a smaller blade length, maybe you have local laws, right? Which I always encourage you to check, by the way, always check your local laws. But if you have any issues with blade length overall, again, 2 inches is under that 3-inch mark for like California or whatever. So definitely a good candidate right here for that small EDC form factor. And I am impressed. That is simply the only way I can put it. Very, very impressed. CPM S90V steel going on. Hollow grind. That stone wash is pretty good. And yeah, this thing can put in some serious work. Very, very fidgety. If I haven't mentioned that already, I'm sure that I have. And yeah, other than that, stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing with you guys a review on this knife here on the upcoming weeks. So I'll be EDCing this thing, and then before I send it back, I will be recording a review to share with you all. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already to stay tuned for that review. Again, chances are the review for this knife here too will be ready. This is the Demko Shark Cub as well. Check out the unboxing on this one if you haven't already. I'll put a card for that right here. Guys, smash the like button. If you made it to the end, you guys are the real MVPs. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.